You have to get a pet, but it is not a dog.
I don't like the butt. I don't like the butt.
It's not a dog. It's not a cat. It's not a fish. It's not a hamster. It has to be some weird animal that's not normally a pet.
Not a pet? Like, could it be a chinchilla?
No, because it's a pet.
Damn.
Why do you want a chinchilla?
How about like a Siberian tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
But yeah, it's like able to become a pet. Like you won't die.
Can't be a polar bear?
No, you can pick a polar bear. Just think about like its maintenance.
I can't be a polar bear.
No, you can pick anything. It won't be deadly to you. But you have to think about like the cleanup.
Ooh.
Yeah, like you wouldn't really want to clean up after a polar bear.
Raccoon.
That's good.
Raccoon.
Those can make pets.
They're cute.
Oh, God.
They're cute. They're so cute.
Oh, their nails are like razors. They would destroy
you could just
your house.
cut them like a cat, like a dog nail.
They're adorable.
Like give them a nail clipping.
You don't think that Joe is going to just love that one?
What?
Yeah, you can't cut those raccoons' nails down like a cat. I mean, like, where does this
actually, you
content?
don't cut cats' nails.
No, you trim them.
No, you don't.
You can declaw them.
Nope, that is very inhumane. It actually
how
it
can
actually
you
wrecks,
be humane to an animal?
It actually wrecks their nail beds, and when they're older, they can't walk on their paws.
So
I don't know.
Fun fact.
Like you file them down, don't you?
Cats, I don't remember. You just can't declaw them. Because that used to be a common practice, but
Lara
now,
was trimming Rex's toenails the other day.
I just
she cut
trimmed
too
Phoebe's.
quick. She cut too close and it bled.
Dr. Kayla Joe Franz,
I just
veterinarian medicine.
My sister worked in a humane society, so
Your whole family's bleeding hearts for animals.
yeah. Go to my parents' house. They have 3 dogs.
Okay, so you
and
said
2 cats.
raccoon. Do you have your answer?
I was going to pick a Siberian tiger because they're my favorite.
So cool.
They're my
Siberian
favorite
tiger.
animal.
Well, polar bear and Siberian tiger are same with me.
They're the same.
It's head to head.
What about a panda?
I just think Siberian tigers are so pretty.
So can I keep this animal outside of my home?
Yes, but you need like proper care. You need like a big cage. You
Yeah,
need, like,
yeah.
So you got to think
Enclosure.
about the logistics.
We prefer to call them
but they're
enclosures.
nice. They won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Like you can be Joe Exotic or whatever, the Tiger
Yeah.
King.
I will never financially recover from this. That's how I feel about having to pay for Ubers every day.
Every time I think of Joe Exotic, I just think of COVID because that was like everyone was watching that
Tiger
show.
King.
And it was like such a ridiculous show. And
It
I
was.
can't believe that was like a trend.
It consumed my day.
It did, yeah. My whole family watched it.
I watched it.
Consumed
Yep.
my life.
I watched it.
Love Joe. Just kidding.
My final answer is going to be polar bear.
You're willing.
I don't care.
Okay, you got to
I
clean
don't
up.
care.
You might have to
I
hire
will-
someone
I
for
would
that.
definitely hire someone to clean up after the
Polar bear waste removal.
But we're going to go on walks together. We're going to go on a nice long walk, me and my
That'd be a
polar
good
bear.
hockey companion.
Yeah, it'd be
You bring
awesome.
it to the rink.
Think about bring it to the rink. Tony's polar bear.
You're the coolest person there.
I would be. Where's your polar bear? Like,
Okay.
could you imagine the people at Bloomington Ice Garden? I'm bringing Patty the polar bear in.
That's our new YHH mascot.
Patty the
We can
polar
put
bear.
a YHH giant jersey on it.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Okay, Peter, what's your answer? Oh, you already answered.
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Those are two like
And you went
kind of
Siberian
opposite.
tiger?
Yeah. Siberian
His is
tiger.
the safest answer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you can actually domesticate raccoons. Like people have
Yeah,
raccoons.
We're
as
not
pets.
going to, but
But you could if you wanted to.
yeah.
You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. Cause it get cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm Tony Scott, Peter Oddy, Kayla Joe Franz. In the house, we are back for season 27.
I was actually just thinking.
How many
what
seasons is
this
I was going to
It's
say
a lot.
season 27
It's a
seems a
lot.
little long.
Oh, man.
Just think we're all going
It's
to
like
be here.
13 or something.
Is it that many?
Yeah.
It's not 13.
Oh,
It's close,
too
though.
long.
It's close.
In its current form, I think it's been 8 years.
You mean
When
just
did
you and
you-
I?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, but I did it before that.
I was
when it
going to say, when did you start the name 10 Minutes with
Oh,
me?
gosh, 15 years ago.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I did it every week. I did 2 or 3 years from Gentry Academy's headquarters.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, where I wore a suit and read off of a teleprompter
can see the
and the whole
life
deal.
drain out of my eyes.
Yeah, I like our current setup better. We'll get to that in just a minute. All right, we got a lot of news.
Apparently,
tons of news.
Okay.
Some about us, some about hockey in Minnesota. We'll start off with Minnesota hockey. We had a guest on our show. Was it the WoHo pod where Sadie Lundquist from College Hockey Inc. came on? She accepted the role of executive director at Minnesota Hockey, but did not make it past the first day. Her start day at Minnesota Hockey was also her restart day at College Hockey Inc. So welcome back to College Hockey Inc., Sadie Lundquist, and welcome to the executive director position, Jeremy Reed from New Ulm, Minnesota. He has taken over the helm. He is a former board member, vice president of something, and Jeremy and I have become good friends the last couple of years, and I think it's a great hire in a tough situation where they had already made plans for Sadie, and they were able to save the day and bring in Jeremy, who had been doing a lion's share of some of the hockey operations. So it's be a good hire for Minnesota Hockey. I'm excited to see the direction of that. I think it'll be great to have Jeremy there because he will have a real good handle on the landscape and have a real good handle on the board and real handle on who's in charge and the positives and negatives of the Minnesota Hockey volunteer corps that helps make it what we got here today.
It's such a weird job.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a weird job. I don't know how you manage everybody's ego and everybody's because all the districts are like little fiefdoms.
Every one of them, yep.
Little fiefdoms, and you're not babysitting, but you're trying to manage the expectations and the attitudes of people from Red Lake Falls to Ramsey County, and those attitudes are wildly different.
Egan and Edina, Winona and Wilmer. I mean, it's all those people. They're all different. They all have different goals,
Yeah.
That's what makes the job so hard. Is everyone's goal is so much different.
Different goals and dreams.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, where some programs are just trying to get 3 teams, a Pee Wee team, you know what I mean, a squirt team, a Pee Wee bean, and a Bantam team. That's happening out in our state right now.
Yeah, and then
girls and boys playing together. It's that small, and then you got Edina.
I think that's a good segue into 2 programs that I think on paper, the fact that they need to co-op should be the reddest of red flags to Minnesota hockey, with Shakopee and Prior Lake girls.
Yeah.
Like you think about the resources in those communities and how big
rinks.
those communities are, the fact that they have to combine for
Girls
and
hockey.
youth hockey is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, there are plenty of girls in Shakopee, and there's plenty of girls in Prior Lake / Savage. If you think about all 3 of those communities, there's a lot of girls hockey players down south of the river, just south of us here, and it feels like I think that's trying to get more competitive.
Yeah,
because they have to compete with Eden Prairie, Edina, Minnetonka, and Chaskatchewan. And that'll definitely make them more competitive, but that also takes away.
But it takes spots
fewer
away
opportunities.
from people.
I think.
I think that I always played for teams that weren't very good, so I'm always kind of on the side of if more kids get to play, the better. I'm not a huge fan of co-oping just to become more competitive, unless you're losing every game,
right?
Which I don't think either of them did.
We had we called it the Chorsky year and the not Chorsky year when I was growing up.
You didn't have the Zozel year and the not Zozel year?
We had the Chorsky year, we would be like undefeated or 3 losses in an entire year. And then the non-Chorsky year, we would be like 500.
Interesting. Well, we didn't have a player quite like that. It definitely wasn't me.
No, wasn't me either.
I found our first episode together, by the way.
When was that? How do you know?
October 26th, 2016.
Yeah.
Yep. 9 years ago. 10 minutes of Tony Scott.
That makes sense. Almost 9 years to the day.
I know. It's kind of
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Actually.
And that was probably a pumpkin preview, too. Are you watching it right now?
Monkeys.
What was that?
Wow. That's our open from season 6.
What was
episode
the
2.
song that was playing?
It's Say Shh by Atmosphere, and it's about the state of Minnesota.
Is there a Minnesota reference in that one?
Oh, it's all about
Minnesota. Mankato. Is
Yeah.
that the one, right? Yeah. That was a good intro.
It was a good
You
intro.
could bring that one back for a
Would
little
you
retro.
stop using songs that can get us sued? Please.
Yeah,
Please.
I know.
I'm glad I found that, though.
Yeah. Shout out St. Cloud, Minnesota, right?
Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good intro. I liked it.
If
Okay.
you're from the Midwest, then it doesn't matter where. Say shh.
See, he even knows the words.
I know the words to the song.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any more news?
Oh, I got a lot of news. Do you have the
Yes.
Map South has changed its name to APX, and we've done a lot of work with them on the rebranding of Map South to APX. You've sat down with 3 or 4 of their advisors this off season, right? Sean and Hunter Warner.
Yeah.
That's it.
The guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Do you know how old he is?
27?
Yeah.
Is he?
I thought he was like 40.
No. He's
Yeah.
too much of a baby face for that.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Under the
he's very mature.
Under the mustache is a mouth that has not been sullied by smile lines yet. He's still a baby.
He's so mature. He's
Yeah.
so calming to his players when he's coaching the Bantam Elite League or the Prep Elite League. And I was like, and then I did a quick, Google search or Elite Prospect search.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's young.
Yeah.
Like really young. So I was impressed by how mature he was. And it's fun to go over there. I've been over to their offices a few times. Meeting with the whole gang over there, and it's fun to kind of see the office, to see how they're doing together, and all the different advisors. So now they have an advisory part to their business. We've talked for years. You and I have talked about over at St. Thomas and Mendota Heights, all the things they have there. But the added value now of the advisory service just makes it even a better brand, if you ask me.
Well, and the advisory service, I think, has the biggest thing going for it is that these guys are salaried. So they're not hustling for clients the way an ambulance chasing lawyer does. Like,
Correct.
They don't need the clients to make money. So they're not incentivized to scoop up as many people as they can.
Let's get our guys. Let's add services that they were. My theory is that's probably services they were already providing.
In some form or fashion.
Yeah. Now it's a little bit more official capacity, which I think is fantastic.
So many performance polos.
Yes.
I'm just thinking about all of them over there wearing the same unreal polo.
It is a performance polo outlet. It is. If there was an outlet for Apex, you go there and there's no shortage of them.
No, find a closet at APX.
I love it.
You can outfit yourself in whatever athleisure you can find.
Okay. You got the state tourney sites yet?
I do, and I'm looking at them, and I'm not thrilled.
I'm not. I will say this, and again, we're kind of an open book, right? Like we don't hide what we like or don't like. I just know that how hard it is to make it to the youth state tournaments, and I know that for our staff, we love it when you get the combo pack, right? You get the Plymouth PWB Bantam B. Yeah. All right, we get the St. I remember Tommy Kupich got the St. Cloud PWB Bantam B, or we got PWA. Like I had PWA, PWA last year in Moorhead, and you've had it. Like it makes our life so much easier. This year, we're going to be splintering. There's no combo pack. Is there one combo pack? I think there's one.
Well, it depends on which. My mic sounds weird.
Does it?
To me,
I think it's you.
It might just be me. That's
fine. It's just you.
My ears have been stuffed with congestion for the last 3.5 weeks. There are some combo platters. The 19U, 15B, and 12B are all at Pagel.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
And then Junior Gold A, B, and 16s,
always been that
they're
way.
all at YZetta.
Yeah, it's either they flip-flop YZetta and...
But 15As and Badet.
That's the worst one.
It's like the least efficient state tournament location. 12A is Roseau.
Oof.
Book your hotels early, ladies and gentlemen.
Shooting me?
I am not shitting you, no.
Stop it.
Bantam AA is in Sartell.
Oof.
Andrew's going to be real bummed out when I tell him that he's not going to that one.
You're on a roll there. I went to the Bantam AA a couple years ago.
I did. I've done Bantam AA the last 2 years because you always end up doing the speech at the Pee Wee tournament, so you just stick around for the Pee Wee.
We'll see how that turns out. I think I'm going to be doing the 15B state tournament. That's like in Minnetonka.
Pee Wee AA is in. We'll get to Pee Wees in a second.
So it's 15B, 12B, 15B, and 19A.
19U. Yeah.
That banquet, I'll be doing that banquet this year, I bet.
It's all
right, so Bantam AA is Sartell.
Yep. Bantam A is Moorhead. Ooh. Bantam B is one of my most favorite arenas.
Rukavina.
No. The M Health Fairview Sports Center in Woodbury.
Oh, God.
Pee Wee AA is in Mankato. Pee Wee A is in Faribault. And Pee Wee B is where Kayla's going to go.
Fairmont?
Lakeville.
Pee Wee B's in Lakeville.
Yeah, pump your fists. Pump your fists. Yeah.
Is it Ames or Hossey?
Hossey.
Really?
That seems kind of weird that they'd put it there.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
In Hossey?
Yes, it does.
Like, put it in
yeah,
Ames.
the rack is famous.
I'm a Lakeville South believer, but Hossey is definitely not the arena for that.
Rich Rackness is famous for splitting Woodbury and Lakeville on those when he gets two.
On Pee Wee B and Bantam B?
No, he gives the Lakeville and Woodbury's a state tournament.
Well, I think multiple sheets of ice certainly plays a role because then you can actually get through the day without having to play them all on one sheet. I guess it's centrally located.
Yeah, the the best split one I ever had was Cottage Grove and what was that? Fairview Health Services, Mayo Clinic.
M Health Fairview Sports Center.
Sports Center.
Formerly known as the Bielenberg Sports Complex.
Right. That one and Cottage Grove was not a bad. There's a little road that goes in between them. It was like a 4-minute drive.
It's a 2-lane highway that goes up and down.
This is nice.
Yeah.
I was able to make it to the 8-gamer that day. All 8 games. I made it to like 7.5 of the games. I got a photo from each game. I was a little tired, but I was able to pull it off.
The ideal split to me, and I know we tend to talk up Moorhead more than anybody else on this program, which is fine. The ideal split for me is the 2 sheets in Moorhead.
I did it.
Bantam AA quarters on Bushy, Bantam A quarters on Shields, and then you move all the semifinals to Bushy and the championships at Bushy. And you move the consolation games.
They did it in Shakopee 2 years ago. They did it perfect. I'm like, yep. Quarter, and then semi. Like, it just makes sense. They didn't do that last year. Do you know that in Moorhead?
They played the whole thing on Shields.
Yeah.
Nowhere to sit.
State final was in Shields for Class A. And, of course, once the Cloquet was anointed champion, they won like 5-0 over they beat
Beef River.
While they were hoisting their trophy, Colton Nash was just about to put in the game winner in double overtime.
Yeah.
And, of course, Tommy Kupich is over there handing out the state championship trophy. And I'm videotaping and shooting pictures of the Minnetonka. It was like, I begged Aaron Hurt and Moorhead, please, can we stagger these by 30 minutes? Nope, can't do that. Sorry.
I don't know if it's up to the rinks.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. All I remember is from the Bantam AA tournament that I did up in Moorhead, how perfectly sized Bushy is.
It's perfect.
Because if you go for the state tournament, you're there for the state tournament. You're not in Moorhead to sightsee. No offense, Moorhead. But if it's like Moorhead playing Wyzetta in the semifinals, then the kids from Edina show up and the families from Edina show up. It's the last game of the day. They just want to watch the game. And Bushy is so perfect for the seating, and then the kids and dads can stand around the glass. It's just such a perfect rink for a youth state tournament game.
We had the banquet on Thursday night. Tommy and I had a wonderful time in Fargo, Moorhead. We covered a lot of hockey on Friday.
It's the Paris of Eastern North Dakota.
We covered a lot of hockey on Friday where we kind of called the night, but then Saturday we had time in between the semifinals. we had plenty of time on Saturday night and got up and knocked out the chips. You know, it was a great. And then the chips weren't till 2, so it was like, what are we gonna do? We just hung out. It was work, but it wasn't hell. You know, it wasn't hard at all.
Work, but it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Let's run through the regional locations. Girls 12A, we're going to go north, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. Hibbing, Fairmont, Richfield, and Richfield.
I'll be in Hibbing.
12B's, Virginia, New Ulm, Farmington, and Richfield.
Did you say Virginia?
Yep.
Nice. I'll get those two.
Girls 15B, Bemidji, New Ulm, South
that
St.
one.
Paul, and
I'll be
Alexandria.
at Bemidji. Yep.
Bantam A, Two Harbors, Owatonna, Stillwater, and Anoka.
None for me.
Bantam B, Proctor, Waseca, Stillwater, and Princeton.
Proctor, I'll hit that one.
Pee Wee
sure.
A, Thief River Falls, Monticello, Prior Lake, and Fergus Falls.
Ooh, did you
Boy,
say
those are
Thief River?
spread
Did
out.
you say Thief River?
Yeah.
How far is Thief River from Bemidji?
I don't know. Pee Wee B, Roseau, Litchfield, Shakopee, and Detroit Lakes. That's another spread out one. And then girls 15A, Bantam AA, and Pee Wee AA roll with the Olympic American National layout. So girls 15A Olympic will be in Hermantown, American in Woodbury, National in Rogers, Bantam AA Olympic in Silver Bay, American in Anoka, National in Stillwater. Stillwater's hosting 3 regionals. Pee Wee AA Olympics in East Grand Forks. The American region will be in Prior Lake, and the national region will be in Princeton.
I sure hold it. What's the girl's name? Riley from Proctor Hermantown. Shoot some photos for us.
Kalkbrenner?
She's gonna be busy that day. Did you see that? Like it's like Proctor, Hermantown, Two Harbors, Silver Bay. Like she's gonna be putting on some miles. There's a lot. There's 4 regionals within like 20 miles of each other.
Yeah,
that's impressive. I'll handle the. Where is the? I think the section final boys 8A section final will be in. I think it will be in Thief River Falls this year, so I'll get to do the regional the next morning. Why
do you think that?
Because it's a rotation. The boys is on a rotation. It goes War Road, then East Grand, and then Thief, and then back to War Road and East Grand, Thief. There's a 3-city rotation. So this year that section final will be in. It'll be in Thief River. And there's a regional there. There's a regional there.
How about that?
And then I'll go from there to Bemidji, and then God only knows from there.
Oh, I'm glad you volunteered for all of this.
I like doing the North. I like it. I like that Friday coming back from the section final. A lot of windshield time to catch up on teams and get the kids to come to the
while you're driving.
Office. Okay. Yeah, get the kids to come to the office for the state tournament interviews, all that fun stuff.
You're a bad driver.
I'm safe.
I've watched you drive before.
I'm safe.
I've watched you drive. Kayla, help me out with this. You've seen him drive before.
No, don't do that. She's gonna pick on me.
No, I'm not, because I don't think you're actually. The only thing I would say you're bad at driving it is going too fast.
I'm on a knock on wood. I've been good.
I don't think you're a bad driver. I think that your mindset of trying to beat the GPS is maybe pretty toxic. But
okay, if I can get to July of next year, it'll be 2 complete years.
I don't ever want to
2
get
complete
in the
calendar
car
years
with
without a speeding
Tony
ticket
again, because we had a trauma bonding experience. So.
All right, cue the Kayla story. Let's hear it.
No.
Come on.
That's too long of a story.
All right, it is. For this show, it's too long. But
basically, a car was a foot away from our bumper, and then they would back up, and then they would go 100, and we were on the phone with 911 for 8 straight minutes of him
9 minutes 47
basically
seconds.
chasing us at the trying to get us to go. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing, and I was driving.
Are we together on any other? Maybe her ice will tell it on that one.
Yeah.
It was one of the craziest stories of my life.
She already told me.
It was unbelievable.
I heard the whole thing.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Yours was a shortened version. I've told people.
I love how you're rolling your eyes.
I've told 15 people that story, because I'll be like, oh shoot, my brother was on the phone, so then he told my parents, and they're looking at my location as we're doing a U-turn in the middle of Evelyn.
It was
where
bad.
were we? So So then I had to tell them, and then I had to tell my grandma, and then I had to tell Jake.
I've told it about probably 10 times. It was insane.
It was very weird.
All right, got a couple YHH notes. As you can tell, if you haven't tuned in since last year, we have moved our offices a little west, a little bit north, a little bit west from our south central Bloomington location. We're now in the northernmost west portion of Bloomington. We're so north, we're across 494, and we're just
technically in Edina.
No, we're not. We're technically in Bloomington.
Technically in Minneapolis.
The address is Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's weird.
The address is Minneapolis. We think we're in Bloomington, but it also feels like
we're
Edina.
in Edina. It feels like we're in Edina for sure. And we have a little bit more space. Thank you to our sponsor, KJ Branding, for making our space so beautiful.
KJ does good work.
With our all of our signage in our building it's just fantastic. It's exciting. I think we accomplished our goal. One of my goals when building out the office was I would think some kid who comes in here for a Player of the Year award or their 15 seconds of fame with the state tournament interviews, they'll walk into our office and they're going to go, that place is awesome. And I think they'll have that experience.
This office is a massive time waster as well, because they walk into this room. People walk into this room and they start looking at all the jerseys, and all of a sudden 45 minutes has gone by.
Yeah.
And you're like, we were supposed to start recording an hour ago. Whoops.
Correct. There's no doubt about that. We had that with, I bet that's going to happen with us with Andy Brink when he comes in to visit here. We'll have a session with Andy on the Big Pumpkin predictions. And then a couple more notes. We've moved, and now rankings are now live, and they're now ranking the rankings. We had people teams were entering their scores, but the ranking was not calculating, but is now calculating. Just so you know, every hour they calculate. Every 60 minutes.
That's too much.
They calculate themselves.
Way too much.
Yeah, but it's a service that I think helps everybody in the state. I love that part of our website, the fact that it sort of takes care of itself, but
sort of.
There's a few rascals out there who want to throw off the rankings by putting in fake scores, but for the most part, it's pretty good. We don't normally turn it on until about November 1st. For the sake of, have already got one text today that says, we didn't play those guys. It was a tryout scrimmage. That doesn't count. And I'm like, all right, now I got to take it off and remove it. So
sometimes I feel like the adults spend more time looking at it than the kids do.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. It kind of depends on the kid or depends on the parent, but I think it's pretty fair that it is more for the adults. We have talked about APX.
Yep.
We will talk about general sports as well, and then we'll get a full dose of Breakaway Academy, our other sponsor. Later on in the show, we'll talk with Andy Brink. We'll talk a little bit about his experience running Breakaway, what type of students they have there, some of the activities there, and then I bet you'll talk about me going there, spending a day at Breakaway Academy to fun. But General Sports is a sponsor of this show. Thank you to them, and also they're a sponsor of our new show called what is it called?
Talk Goalie
to Me. That brought to us by 2019 Girls Goalie of the Year. Olivia King is done playing hockey, but she's not done talking about it. And she will have some great guests. I know she's got Maddie Rooney, as she refers to as Rooney. She just doesn't call her Maddie Rooney. She calls her Rooney. She's going to come on next week. We're working on a guest for this week, but a one-on-one interview between Olivia King and another goaltender. General Sports will be bringing us that show as well. Thank you to those guys for their commitment to hockey. It's so fun to talk to those guys. They are equipment geeks. Like, you should get a job there, Peter.
I was over there last week.
You are such an equipment geek. What'd you see over there? What's this new Bauer CCM stick with the teal? They're dressing their players up in these teal uniforms to do. Yeah, they had they had Cole Caulfield in this teal jersey.
Bauer just released.
So ugly.
The Pulse.
That's what it was. It was the stick.
It's a mid kick, I think, square shaft. And mid kick is supposed to be you can take a wrist shot with it or a snapshot. They're maybe a little more heavy duty than your low kick sticks, which tend to break in the same place all the time. Bauer also just released the Flylight, which is their low kick stick in the Vapor line.
Yeah.
And I was also told that my skates are toast at General Sports.
Really?
Oh,
and that's rare. That's a great segue because they do not sell you a skate unless they think you really need a skate.
no, and it makes sense. My skates that I'm using right now are Bauer Supreme 1000s, which I believe came out in like 2008.
17 years old.
2008. They're very old skates, and I got my skates sharpened, and it was taking a little longer than usual, so I poked my head into the sharpening room, and I said, hey, what's the problem
here?
What's going on with the skates? And they said, well, your blades are so worn down that the sharpener doesn't have enough room to actually get on the blade. And because my skates are so old, you can't pop the blades out. You have to completely replace the toque. So by the time you get done replacing 2 toques, 2 sets of blades, you might as well look at a pair of new skates. So I had a very productive conversation with one of the sales associates there. And he was upfront with me. I told him, I'm not looking to spend $1,000 on skates. I'm a recreational player. And he pointed out a nice pair of skates and said, you'll probably want this. It'll last about this long at this price point. And the nice thing about these is that you can pop the blades out and replace the blades, yada, yada.
Or you can have a backup pair of blades.
Yeah, he was very helpful. So I don't want to break in a new pair of skates because that's one of the most painful processes in all of hockey. But I think I'm staring down the barrel of skates.
Tell you what, my skates have been that's one of the biggest pleasures of officiating now, is how good my skates are and how comfortable my feet are.
Well, yeah, but I know how much those skates cost, and I don't think I'm ready to write a check for when I play once or twice a week.
I ref, so like
game.
My theory was, okay, I'm going to do this officiating thing. I know I'm going to be doing it 5 or 6 years.
Oh.
I want to be comfortable when I'm out there. I don't want to be having sore feet after every time I'm done skating. So I just, I splurged. I did splurge. I probably spent more than I should have. But my feet are never sore, and it's a great skate. I love it.
I like my Supremes just because I've broken them in and I've used them for, I think I got those in 2011.
Yeah.
So I've used those for over a decade, but they've come to the end of their life.
Yeah, I feel you there.
New pair of boots.
All right, now rankings are live. General Sports is live. If you need your skate sharpener, you need equipment, you need anything, especially goalie stuff, there's going to be some great goalie content coming up on our site related to General Sports. So I appreciate that.
All right, Anthony, I think our entire audience and myself, even though I work here, would love to hear your thoughts on the new pumpkin structure. For so many years, it has been the 24 teams with 8 seeds that get a bye into the the first round, I should say.
Sweet 16.
And Friday morning at the Pumpkin has always been kind of this pell-mell, holy cow, we're going. And now we have a little bit of an eye in a storm before we move into the first round. This year it's completely different. There are 2 full brackets of 16 teams, 4 brackets of 8 each. And why don't you walk us through the thought process behind changing the process for our Canadian friends?
Yeah,
and
we do have we have some processors coming down from the organization called Thunder Bay Kings. But this is the Andy Brink show. Really, this shouldn't be me.
But he doesn't know why you changed the format.
Here's the one thing I do know, and you don't want me to say
here he goes. I know he's going to say it. I thought you would bring this out later. You're just going to throw it down right away.
I'm going to bring it up right now.
All right,
you don't want to win the big pumpkin. If you want to win the state tournament, you do not want to win the pumpkin. And I'm not a huge analytics guy, but the data speaks for itself.
I'm going to tell that to the 2020 Edina people. I'm going to tell that to the 2013 Edina people because they seem to have had no problem winning the pumpkin and winning state.
Yeah, there's oddities happen.
And Osseo Maple Grove came within a goal.
Yes,
of
they
winning
did.
both
the
last
state
year.
tournament.
Who did they lose to again?
1 goal.
Who did they lose to again, Andy?
A really well-coached team. That's all I know.
And well-mannered. Very well-mannered.
Very well-mannered.
Very well-mannered.
Those kids took their hats off in the restaurants.
Very well-mannered young men. That was a good state tournament, though.
great state tournament.
You know, there was some really good games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Andy Brink from Breakaway Academy is here. Thank you, Andy, for being here. You've been on this show already. I mean, not just 10 minutes, but you've been on the Pumpkin preview. You've done some Spirit Duluth previews with us. You've been here, but this year's a little bit different. You're not a Pee-wee expert. You're just an expert on raising well-mannered children with good educations and hopefully athletic and a little character.
Hopefully.
I am taking a little break from behind the bench and putting all my energy into Breakaway Academy, and which it's always been there, but I'm going to get a chance to go watch kids play. So it's been really fun. I've probably watched, I bet, a dozen youth hockey games here in the last 10 days. So
Really?
I've gone out and watched a bunch of my students play. And
What levels? I love hearing this because I was reffing a Pee-wee B game last year, scrimmage between Two Rivers and Edina, and I look up in the crowd and Dave Snugger was there. It's like, Snuggy, come on. What are you doing here? And I figured there's probably a handful of kids on the team. And same
Well,
for you, right?
It's really fun for us to go out and watch our students, and actually a lot of our teachers go out and watch the kids play just because it's great connections,
It's
relationship building, and you invest so much time in the students when you have them all day long. You want to go see their evening and what they do and be a part of that too. So I've been watching Bantams, I've been watching Pee-wees. I know Squirts just finished up their tryouts. I got we have a lot of girls at our school, and so I got to get on.
Well, the 12H Saskatchewan played last night in Victoria. We did some video stuff out there, so that would have been there's at least two. There are probably like 4 or 5 girls on that 12A team that are your students, right?
Well, it's really fun. I mean, we have a lot of kids on a lot of different hockey teams, so there's multiple games to choose from every night.
That's fun. Who writes out the chart? Who charts it? Who charts out our students have games tonight chart?
That's a team effort.
Is it?
It's a lot of talking to the kids, but we do write it down. We have a whiteboard where we keep track of who's playing, but there's no science to it. You talk to the kids in the morning and say, hey, who's got a game tonight? And you write it down and you see the time and what location, and then could you catch multiple games? So I'm enjoying it. I'm going to miss coaching this year because I love coaching so much, but I'm really looking forward to just going and watching kids play and be at the rink and support them.
So last night your son Bobby scored a shootout winner. And I just want to know, did you teach him the move, the double backhand stop move, or did he do that all himself?
Yeah, mine was you skate straight in, close your eyes, take a slap shot, and hope.
The Brian Ralston?
Yeah, but he was a little more accurate.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
No, I did not teach him that move. I don't know where he came up with
Did he
that.
learn that at Breakaway Academy?
I think he did. I think Coach Nick Mattson or Coach J.P. LaFontaine probably taught him that.
All right, I like that. Did you see the goal, Peter?
Yeah, I saw it about 15 times because somebody retweeted it onto our timeline, and now it's all I see.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't help it. It was just such a nice goal, and so I figured it was a good feat.
I love how he says like he has no other option but to retweet it.
He
has no other option but to promote your son, Andy.
No, but I feel like there are just some of those tweets that come on, into our feed that are just so super obvious to retweet. Like I had a Owen Corkish scored a goal for Prince Albert a couple nights ago, and it said Cork. That's all it said. I'm like, and all my response was, if you know, you know. If you don't know who Owen Corkish is, then this tweet means nothing to you, but all the people out there know who that kid is and his dad is, and the Cottage Grove story. It's cool,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
All right.
Just watching Bobby's goal again.
Yeah, again and again and again. All right, so now that we're on to the big pumpkin preview, we'll come up with the little pumpkin preview following this one. Your first question, Peter, was why are we at 32 teams? And we just have had demand every year for about 29 or 30 teams. And we always have to turn away 4 or 5 teams every year. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go for it next year. And we had a few random teams like the Thunder Bay Kings say, hey, we really want to play in this. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to have room for you. But sign up on May 1st, and we'll see if we get to 32. And we got to 36. And we had to turn away 3 or 4 other teams. So we stayed rock solid. One team backed out. Jefferson, actually, who was playing really good, backed out, and we replaced them with another team. So we were rock steady at 32. All right?
And do you know why it's the right decision?
I don't know if it's the right decision. Why?
Well, it probably is because the kids are excited.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that before we got on the air.
The kids at my school are going nuts, all the kids that are participating in the pumpkin. So, and that's been a thing for many years, but kids get pumped. It's that opening tournament, and it's exciting to be down in Rochester and see everybody get a chance to watch a lot of other games. So it's probably the right call.
Once 4 rinks get going at Graham Arena Complex, it is pure pandemonium.
It is. Quick sidebar. I can't think of the kid's name. I don't want to have the wrong kid, but there was about 2 or 3 years ago at the Pumpkin. We move all the stuff in on Thursday night, and we show up like probably 2.5 hours before the first puck drop, which is like, let's say at 10 o'clock. And I know he was a breakaway kid, too. I know that because I remember he had the breakaway bag, but I don't remember. And he was Eden Prairie. We come into the rink, so it's 10:30 face-off. We show up at 8, and we're going to just finish putting the posters up and getting ready. And I look over to my right, and this kid is there with his breakaway bag. I'm like, why are you here? He goes, I was just too excited.
Hey,
and his mom was right there. I'm like, I told him that no one would be here for another hour, but he just couldn't contain himself. He wanted to get to the rink.
Good.
I knew he was Eden Prairie, and I know he was a breakaway kid, but I just remember he was blonde. But I just went, wow, that is what this tournament's all about.
Yeah.
You know, we've built it up pretty good. So we now have 32 teams, bracket play all the way. So there's going to be a bracket, obviously, for the champions who have to win 5, which is going to be interesting because in the past, if you were a top 8 seed, you only had to win 4. But now you got to win 5 games to win it. You got, and then there'll be other brackets that people will play for. You know, obviously, if you lose in the first round, you're going to go all the way to the left. But then there's going to be a couple other brackets for people who lose in the first round or the second round and the third round as well. So here we go. We have 32 teams. I think the only team who, again, my radar isn't the only radar, but only team on the top 10, top 20 radar that I don't think is here would be East Grand Forks. We would love to have them. They were the ones that had that epic.
Someday.
Remember that epic Minnetonka, East Grand Forks, Rogers, Moorhead pool in the Squirtacular 2 years ago where Rogers beat Moorhead? Somebody beat Moorhead. Somebody beat Moorhead. And they weren't supposed to in pool play. And then it turned out the Minnetonka defeated East Grand Forks in the last minute and made it to the final 8.
Remember? I don't remember any of that. I do remember taking about 8 or 9 Advil trying to figure out who had to go where.
It was crazy. But it ends up the team from Minnetonka who thought that they were on the outside. But all of a sudden there was another game in the other building. And with a minute left, they took the lead. And the other team didn't pull the goalie because they thought they had the goal differential, and they needed to get the tie. And the Minnetonka goes, are we in? I'm like, if it ends, it was like 13 seconds left face-off. Like, yeah, you guys are in. And they went bonkers. And then they went on and won the Squirtacular. Yeah. But that East Grand Forks team was very, very good, and they're going to be loaded. But they're not ready yet, we'll call it. They're not ready to make a trip down to the Twin Cities, but that's a team that I think is the only one not in this. So let's focus on the ones that are. Peter, how did I do the rankings, and how do you think I did?
You know what? I'm not going to pretend to know at this point of the season. I don't do a whole lot of preseason homework on Pee Wee hockey. I'm a little more interested in my fantasy football team at this point of the season.
Yeah. But
after looking
tomorrow, you will be
looking at the rosters. I think we have one of the best first-round matchups we've ever had with Minnetonka and St. Cloud. I think this St. Cloud team is actually going to be pretty good.
Really? Look at you going out there. Are you predicting a Princeton here?
No, I am not.
16 seed?
I'm not. I'm not that bold. But I think we have a really good game to kick off everything at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
There's a lot of good games. There's a 15-18 game over here. Was it Hermantown and someone else?
Hermantown is going to play Stillwater in the first round here.
That's a good game, too. So there's a lot of really good games on tap tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, on Friday. Sorry, I'm already at the
Today is Wednesday.
Day. Thank you. Okay, so we have the number 1 seed, Minnetonka, the defending state champions. How does that sound? 2-time defending state champions. Does that sound good?
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
All right. Maybe they can make it 3. Chaskatchan is the number 2 seed. Yep. The number 3 seed is Andover. 4 seed is Osseo Grove, the champions of the Big Pumpkin last year. So they're the defending champions of the Pumpkin. Mm-hmm. Edina, who I think is just absolutely loaded, and I've seen some of their scores. I think they've outscored their opponents like 67-16 or something like that in their first 6 games. It's pretty incredible. And then Woodbury, who is always tough, They have lots of talent. They're merging 2 scored A teams from 2 years ago to 1. So they should be really good. You saw them play, didn't you?
Yeah,
Andy?
I've watched all these teams play already this year, with the exception of Edina.
Really? Really?
Yep.
Okay. Impressive. Maybe you should just take the mic and we'll go in the other room.
I
We'll
could
go
give
over
you
the
the
break
scouting
room.
report pretty
could.
solid on these teams.
All right. And then have you seen Centennial?
I have not.
Okay, Centennial was a team, I think they squeaked into that final 8 of the Score-tacular a couple years ago. That should be a good team.
They're always squeaking into the final 8 of something.
Yeah, they're
Centennial always happens to be a 7-8,
scrapper.
causes a problem in the quarterfinal, but never
Yes.
quite punches a ticket through.
And then you have Stillwater as the 8th seed and Hermantown's the 9th. So they would face off in the second round of the tournament. It was this one up here. It was Hastings and Cloquet. That's the one. That's game. That's the game of the day right there. If you ask me. That's a really good game because Cloquet, if you recall, Andy won the Class A last year, and they were up in Moorhead, and they got probably half of a bank of returners. And I remember in the Score-tacular 2 years ago, they had some great games. They had the Purple Breezers. They had an all-purple look. It was really good, really good. And they got a lot of returners back from that team. That should be a fun team. So that's the 8-9. The 8-9s with Stillwater and Hermantown. We got a lot of other teams outside of the top 10. You would know, Andy, you won this tournament as a coach, as a 10 seed. What's it going to take for a team outside of this top 8 to blast through and get to the Final Four?
Well, this is going to sound weird saying this about Pee Wee hockey, but you have to learn how to defend.
Yeah.
And I know everyone talks about scoring and playmaking, which is important, obviously, but what I remember that year when we came in as a 10th seed and had to do the playing game in the morning, we had a really good defensive team. We had a good goaltender, and we just limited scoring chances. Now we had a really good offensive team too. We scored a lot, but that winning that pumpkin for us was really a big deal for that season, and it really spurred on the rest of the year for us.
Gave you some confidence.
Yeah, because we didn't know how good we were. You practice a little bit for a couple of weeks, you play a few scrimmages, but you don't really know who you are till you get into some play against some quality teams. And but you gotta get down there, and you can't be giving up 6-7 goals a game. You gotta limit people to 3 goals a game, and then that's what happened to us at last year. And these teams that we rattled off here. I watched Woodbury play. They have a great team. They have some really good players. Chaska Chanhassen has an excellent hockey team. Minnetonka, 6 returners returning from last year.
6, wow.
On that state title team. So they're going to be right at the very top. And then Maple Grove just every year. I mean, in Pee Wee hockey, Derek Peltier does such a great job up there with that team. I mean, they play so hard and play so well, and they have some great players. So it's going to be a heck of a tournament.
Yeah, we don't really know much.
No.
By Saturday evening, we'll know.
Yep.
The cream will have risen to the top here. It's a lot of fun. It's a good tournament. I need to make a public service announcement. There is no parking in the west parking lot this year. Did you know this, Peter? Look on your face.
No, damn it. What?
All YHH staff members will be required to Uber to the rink, which will be reimbursed by Sharon.
If you're paying for it,
we will all be taking
we're not Ubering.
Uber. Yeah, there is Uber in Rochester.
I don't think we're going to be Ubering though. We're always there before everybody else anyway.
Well, we're not going to park our cars in the limited number of parking spaces.
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
Oh my gosh.
There is literally 33.
All right, hold on, guys. I need to apply for another credit card. Hold on.
33% of the parking is available.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the west side, where the barns are and all the fairground side,
Can't park there?
That's all under construction.
I always parked on that side.
Yeah, you probably never saw the other side.
There is another side.
It's smaller, and there's not a fairgrounds. There's not a farmer's market. There's not, all that is gone. So the teams have been notified, and we're notifying you again. If you can shuttle, if you can ride share, if you can do whatever you can to help everybody else out, that's great. We're going to do our part by not parking there as well. We'll be shuttling, we'll be Ubering, we'll be doing whatever we can to just limit the parking spots. So those that have to have a car there can park there.
I have to have a car there.
Yeah, you do. No, you don't.
I have stuff in my car.
Yeah. All right. So that PSA is complete now. Let's start talking about some hockey. Let's roll up our sleeves and talk about some players to watch, and then we'll do some picks, Peter.
All righty.
We're going to go right to left here.
We're going to go right to left here, and we want to do I have players to watch for everybody. I know you guys didn't do your homework.
I'm
like
giving
I did.
you 3.
You're giving me 3.
If you want a bonus one, I'll give you a bonus one.
I don't even get to go with one from all top 8 seeds?
Nope.
Oh man, you're killing me.
If you want to rip through them quickly.
Nope. I'm gonna give you 3 kids, and I'm gonna try to make them different from what you guys.
Yeah, I would love 9 kids to get rattled off here.
All right, so one kid for me is gonna be Stillwater's Tommy Sabraski. Yep. Super skilled. He's a first year. He had 9 goals for Stillwater at last year's Squirtacular.
If I recall, Mr. Sabraski has a pretty good celly game already as an 11-year-old.
Well, if you get to practice it 9 times over a weekend, you better be good at it. So Tommy Sabraski is going to be one of my players.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
Are we going?
Nope.
Oh, I get to give you all 3 already? From Andover, Ray Gerlach. He tends to... I don't know if Ray has ever been the leading scorer on the team, but Ray always seems to be in the right position, and he's the kid who makes the first chip off the wall. He doesn't make the cross-ice pass, but he gets the first chip off the wall that gets the puck out of the zone.
Yeah, he
So
plays
Ray
on the
Gerlach.
edge. I reffed him. He was playing on the edge in the Stars of Tomorrow last year. He'll be tough to play against.
He'll be tough to play against. And then from Chaskachan, Ben Duda. Mr. Brink here has confirmed that I am correct in assessing Ben Duda as a very good hockey player and a super athlete, according to Mr. Brink over here.
He's an excellent athlete. I coached against him last year, and he always stood out. And then this year as a second-year Pee-wee, the games, I've probably watched him play 3 or 4 games this year, and he's been fantastic on the ice. He's a great baseball player, too, and I know his coaches love him. Very coachable, hardworking kid. He's a good player.
I'm always looking for the next Mike Kester. You know, that's what I see those. I just remember that was my first imprint of a great Chaskachan defenseman.
Yep.
It was Mikey Kester.
Yeah.
And we had some Jack Colkin's another one. Like there's a lot of those
how
kids.
about Sam Renzel?
Yeah, but he was a taller version. I think he played forward in Pee Wee's, didn't he?
I don't remember
Sam
what Sam played back in those
Who's
days.
Sam Renzel? No, I'm just joking.
Ben, actually, that's a great comparison to Mike Kester, but actually Ben skates better than Mike did back in those days.
Wow.
how
Did you
about
hear that,
that?
Mike?
Yeah.
That was a slam. I'm taking that as a slam.
Slam.
Some Pee Wee's
Mikey-
way better than you.
Mike
way
knows
better
he's
than
one
you.
of my all-time favorites, so he's not taking that too hard. But
Did you know he wanted a snowmobile as a kid? Never got one.
I did not know that, but I can see his father Roger saying, "No, Mike, I'm not buying you a snowmobile."
It was a player of the year question, and it was like, what was a Christmas present you never got? And that was just, he goes,
What's
snowmobile.
kind of a big
I'm like, Mike, that's like $5,000. It's not an iPad, you know?
No.
But anyway, I thought it was funny.
You can put it on your wish list.
Those are my 3 guys. Hopefully you guys can come up with some different players.
All right, I'm going to go with a kid. Speaking of Class A state tournament last year, Cooper Ewing was a kid from Hastings. I was like, wow, holy smokes. He's doing all the right things. Great hands, great speed. Just kind of, again, a little bit, he kind of more of an outstate game than a metro game. You know, he played with reckless abandon. And I love those kids who just didn't care. You know, he just really played hard. And I really embraced his game at the state tournament there. Luke Talbot, if there's a better player in the state than Luke Talbot, show me, please, because he's got great hands. He's got that first step. You know, a little bit like, reminds me a little bit of Conrad Fondrick, where he just could get out quick and he can make plays and he's very unselfish, makes everybody around him better. So Luke's another one there. And then Easton Hansen, I think he's a student at Breakaway, isn't he?
Yes,
Easton is. Stood out to me. He was on that 2012 Brick team that played up in Edmonton. And just one of those kids that just knows his game, knows his strengths, knows his weaknesses, and by all accounts, I haven't seen him play yet this year. By all accounts, he's another one of those best player in the state type of conversations.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's so many good Pee Wee players. I mean, that's what makes, it's really fun when you watch these teams play, because there's so many kids that they've put so much into hockey. They're good athletes, they're good at other sports, and they're very passionate. Obviously, they're so young, but they're playing with so much enthusiasm, and it's fun to see their talents come out. And then, of course, the excitement when they score. And the plays that they make, and they all want to win really bad. So Pee Wee's is the best age. That's why one of the reasons I always stayed at Pee Wee's is just so much fun. They're so coachable. They're just sponges, and every single one of them has these wonderful dreams of playing Division I and pro hockey, and that's pretty neat.
I'll never forget my brother-in-law was from Colorado, came in for like Thanksgiving, and my son Jake was playing for Jefferson PWAA, and I think they had some game, and whoever they were playing, it was good. It was a good hockey. It was like a 5-4, 4-3 type game, and he gets done with the game, or he comes after the second period, and he goes, "These guys look like pros out there." He was like blown away with how high a skill PWAA was in Minnesota. He's like, I can't believe how good they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are two pretty good teams in Minnesota kind of thing. So
Well, I got a few here that I'm gonna rattle off for just players to watch, and one of them is Vinny DeFazio from Maple Grove.
He's a Chicago kid, originally.
Chicago kid.
Couple like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah, moved to Maple Grove, and he was great for their team last year as a first-year player, one of their top offensive players, and super competitive in all three zones. So he'll be a tremendous player this year. Jack Stevens from Minnetonka. Jack, I played him on defense last year because he's such a beautiful skater. He could retrieve the puck and beat the forecheck with his skating, and he was really dynamic offensively off the blue line because he skates so well. It's almost like watching Quinn Hughes, tight turns and quick feet. And
that's high praise.
Yeah, that's pretty
better
good.
than what you gave to Mikey Kester a minute ago. But give and take, right?
Yeah. Well, Mike's got some stuff to work on, you know. Colton Clark from Chaska Chanhassen. I've watched him play. He's been dynamic in every game. He scores. He has great hands, really good vision, plays hard. But there's a few others like Jack Allgood from Edina.
We haven't had any Edina name yet, and we won't see Jack Podrats this weekend.
Yeah,
either.
And that's unfortunate.
Out with injury,
he
right?
Fell off his bike and
he's riding his bike, you know.
And it wasn't a motorized bike either. It was a pedal bike.
Good.
Which is
Good
what we
for
love.
you,
What
Jack.
year is this?
That's how you get strong legs. You pedal your bike like you're supposed to do. But Jack Allgood will be a tremendous offensive player for Edina.
Oh, yeah.
But there's some other ones like Bogdan Smoliak at Lakeville. I watched them play against Minnetonka.
He's
scored
unbelievable.
a beautiful goal. Yeah. He has really some elite skill, and so he'll be a great player. And then I watched Prior Lake play the other day, and they have a really good player. Braxton Bartlett is an excellent three-zone player. Played ultra competitive. He gets on the ice against the other team's top players and does a great job competing against them, kind of shutting them down.
Well, I've got 6 kids from Prior Lake listed here, but I didn't have Braxton, so that's a good.
He's one you'll notice.
Where is Prior Lake in the bracket? Who do they face the first game? They got some players on that team.
That's a good team.
I know.
That's a really good team.
Who do they
Prior
have?
Lake is going to play Elk River in the first round.
Got it.
And then if they win that one, they'll play the winner of Woodbury STMA.
Yeah, that's a gauntlet. The whole tournament's kind of
Whole tournament is a
It's hard to win the tournament.
It's just the winner is, you know.
And then the consolation is if you don't win it,
You can actually get a
probably gonna
shot
win
at winning
state
states.
title. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Andy Brink. Meddling kid is what you are.
I heard some parent last year, and I think their team went 0-4 or something. And they said, "Yeah, we went 0-4, but we played this team and this team and this team and this team, so we're good. We're okay going 0-4 as long as we're playing against top 10, 15 teams."
Yeah, I mean, and I could list off example after example, but the one that always jumps out at me was Elk River in the Connor Kurth years. Elk River lost in the first round to like Cloquet or something like that, and then went all the way to the back door, won the white bracket, and then ended up taking third in state.
Oh wow,
that year.
Yeah.
So it's like, careful what you wish for. You know, like your season is definitely not over. Orono won the white bracket; they were A, and then they came back and won the Class A state tournament in 2019. So
well. I'll tell you, for me personally, just coaching Minnetonka the last few years, that when we lost the last 2 years at the Big Pumpkin, it was great because it really showed us what we weren't very good at and kind of stuff that we had to get better. Yeah, because we were playing good teams, and then you're playing good teams back to back to back. You know, every game's a good hockey game, so you just really know where you're at.
Yeah, you know, and then we got the a little bit with the microscope with the cameras and the video and all that stuff that kind of just amps it up a little bit more, you know, which makes it fun, right? Hopefully it makes it fun.
It does, yeah.
It's supposed to be an experience, right?
It is. Well, we're trying. We're doing our best. So we are going to make our picks. Do you even have to make one?
I love making picks.
Do you even have to make one?
I get a lot of compliments when I meet people on the street and they say, "Hey, you picked our team to win," or every now and then I've cut some grief saying, "Hey, you didn't pick us to win," and so. But I like putting myself out there and making picks.
All right, are we gonna pick? How do you want to pick this?
I broke it down.
I love it.
The top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right portions of the bracket because they're all 8-team brackets. So I like that. I have 2 teams from each of these 4 8-team brackets.
All right, throw them at me. The top 2 seeds from each one.
So it's the top 2 from
I
each
like
one.
that.
These are
I
the
like
teams
that.
that'll play in
Ooh,
the
this is really
quarterfinals. Out of the top left, this bracket includes Minnetonka, St. Cloud, Wayzata, Blaine, Rochester, West Fargo, Stillwater, and Hermantown. I have Minnetonka, and I believe they'll play West Fargo in the quarterfinal.
You have them beating Osseo Maple Grove?
No, Osseo Maple
They're
Grove
in the
is in the
lower
bottom
one.
left.
Okay. Sorry.
You see,
So who's
these are
mine?
colors,
Oh,
and
got it,
colors
got
and
it,
numbers
got it.
and words
Okay.
and letters.
All right, I'm going to go Minnetonka, and I'm going to go Hermantown.
All right, Andy, do you want to look on this one?
I need a visual.
A
Yeah,
visual,
you
you're a visual
You
learner.
just put it right here, and Andy and I can kind of share it, okay?
Yeah, because I already wrote mine
Am
down.
I picking the finalists here? Is that what I'm doing?
You're picking you're
the-
picking the
The
bracket.
teams that are going to end up in this quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You got to go Tonka, right?
well, I like I said, 6 returners, the winning goalie from the state tournament. I think Tonka is going to be very difficult to beat. And then all the new kids that made the team are excellent players. Like they're very deep. I don't they can be beat, but they'll be very hard to beat.
All right, I agree with that. So I'm going to go. And who are you taking from the bottom half? You didn't take Stillwater, Hermantown, West Fargo, Rochester, Blaine, Wayzata.
Am I seeing right here?
Yeah,
Is he dying on this?
that's the bottom. That's the other bracket. So it's just the top half. So Stillwater plays Hermantown. That's a good game.
Yeah, that knocks out a dark horse contender right away.
Yep. Look at him.
The sheet with Jeff
Look at
Merrick just updated.
Oh, my computer's just really going into my brain here right now to pick the. You know what? I mean, I'll go with Stillwater.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm the only one who picked Hermantown.
You are the only one who picked Hermantown.
Okay. The bottom half is pretty easy.
You want to go
isn't
bottom
it?
left first?
Yeah, it's
okay.
got to be OMG and Edina, doesn't it?
That's who I've got.
It's got to be. I mean,
That's
those
who
two
I've
teams
got.
are lethal.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're all in agreement there with OMG and Edina. We'll bop up to the top right. I have Chaskatchan and Shakopee battling for the quarterfinal.
No. You're wrong. You're just wrong. You got Chaskatchan. Can Centennial come out of that? Oh, I'm going to go Moorhead. I'm going to go Chaskatchan.
No.
I'm going Chaskatchan.
You're wrong.
Chaskatchan and Moorhead. There you go.
I like that pick, Chaskatchan and Shakopee. I watched Shakopee play. I watched them play against Hastings this last weekend. They beat them 8-2.
Shakopee beat Hastings 8-2?
Yeah. Shakopee has good goaltending, and they have some really good hockey players, and they're really well coached. Kyle Pito was an excellent player when he played, and then has been developing players for long. He's an excellent hockey coach, so I like that. And Chaskatchan's going to be tough.
You aren't going to also include that Kyle teaches at your school?
Well,
you just left that part
I was
out.
going to leave that
so
part
subtle.
out. But
You're so subtle.
I've literally never met anybody that's better at teaching kids to shoot a puck than Kyle Pito.
Ooh, I like that.
Any kid that's come through our school, like Jimmy Snugger would be a great example. I mean, he can really shoot the puck. Kyle
I've heard
has
of
just
him.
been Kyle's been he just knows how to teach shooting, and so he knows how to teach the whole game. But I watched their team play. They moved the puck really well. Colton von Borken was really a sneaky offensive player.
Sneaky.
Yeah, he was slippery out there. And then Coden Pito, Kyle's boy, was a great defender. And
He was on our scramble team that won the breakaway.
Yeah, he
chipped in.
He's a competitor.
Didn't he chip in?
Yeah.
Chipped in.
He knows how to win. And they got
he
good
does.
goaltending, too. Carson Fritz is a good goalie.
All right. Bottom right, I got Woodbury and Thunder Bay.
Woodbury. Isn't Andover in there?
Yes.
Okay, I think Andover stumbled out of the block so far. I'm gonna go. You're going Thunder Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Thunder Bay. They played together all summer.
I think I'm. Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna take Thunder Bay. I was gonna take Thunder Bay. I'm gonna take Woodbury, and I'll go chalk. I'll go Andover. I think Lakeville North. I think you got a sneaky
Lakeville
one.
North's
That's
got a
who I'm
good
picking.
team.
I'm picking Lakeville North. Like I watched them play Minnetonka. They were really good. It was a great game. It could have gone the other way. Tonka got a little momentum going and ended up winning 5-2. But they have a really good team. So
I like that pick.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Lakeville North, and then Woodbury. I watched them get beat by Chaskatchan, but it's these early games in the year, and the defense isn't playing so hot yet. And but you can see they're really skilled. so they'll be dangerous.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So we have are we picking a champ? Or are we saving
I've got an Elite Eight. I've got a Final Four. I have a champ. I have Pee Wee A, Pool A winner.
We're going to do that
Pool
after.
Pool B winner.
Andy's got to go let the kids out of school here.
Okay. So my Elite Eight is Minnetonka, West Fargo, Chaskatchewan, Shakopee, OMG, Edina, Woodbury, and Thunder Bay. My Final Four.
We just named it, didn't we?
This
Or we
is-
just did our 8, didn't we?
Those are the 8. My Final Four, I hate saying this, but Minnetonka, Chaskatchewan, Osseo, Maple Grove, and Woodbury.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Wow.
That is the most shocking thing ever.
And then in my championship game, I have Osseo Maple Grove playing Chaskatchewan, and I have Chaskatchewan defeating Osseo Maple Grove in the final.
Wow.
What'd you say? Who's winning?
Chaskatchewan.
Is going to beat Maple Grove.
Yes.
So it's going to be kind of a repeat of the Little Pumpkin last year.
Yes.
And I think we're going to see a lot of those same kids from both those teams.
That's why I like the Chaskatchewan
Yeah.
team. They played so well in last year's Single A division. They bring back so many second-year kids.
Yeah, they lost in the finals of the Little Pumpkin, and then they won the Lumberjack PBA. That was a good team. They didn't make it to state. OMG did, but Chaskatchewan was a really good A team last year, PBA team. All right, I'm going to go, let's see. So you've already given me my 8, right? So I went, I'm going to go Final Four. I'm going to go Tonka and Edina.
Okay.
I feel like that Edina team is absolutely loaded. And on the other side, I'm going to go Chaskatchewan and Woodbury. That's what I'm going with. And then my finalists will be, God, this sucks to say, but my finalists are going to be Edina and Chaskatchewan. That's what I think we're going to see.
A couple of Cinderella stories.
Cinderella stories.
And who wins?
I'm going to go Edina.
Okay.
And they're going to win state, too.
They have a very good chance.
Because they can do that. You
have an
can win the
excellent
pumpkin and you can win state.
You know, and they're missing Jack Podrats for this
I know.
tournament, and when they get him back, they're gonna
is-
because Jack can really play. So
They
it'll
have
be a tough test for them without
2
him.
first lines.
Yeah.
They really do. If it comes down to goal scoring, you know, but you said, I mean, we don't know how well they can defend. We don't know how they come together as a
Yeah.
team. A lot of stuff.
You know, Keith Ballard's helping coach the team, and so
I've heard of him.
yes, and so Keith will. I'm sure their details will be quite good.
I
Maybe
thought
not
he
early
was-
in the year, but as the year goes on, they'll be quite good.
Keith wasn't a very good skater, but he seemed to skate it up a lot. That's all I remember about Keith.
I just remember Keith being good at everything.
I don't recall.
That's the safe answer.
Yeah. Maybe not fishing though. Maybe that's why he
Not
never got
very
in the
good.
family
Or he
business.
couldn't guide. If he was a good guide, he'd still live at home and guide, but he can't do that either.
No.
What
Well,
can Keith do? I'm not sure.
He can coach hockey. That's why he's doing it.
Not sure. Not sure.
Okay, I have Minnetonka and Maple Grove making the final of that of their bracket.
Okay.
And
So you got him beating Edina then, Maple Grove beating Edina.
I do, and I just think they have really good goaltending. Edina's without Podrats, and he'll make a big difference when he's back. And I just think Derek Peltier has just coached this level for so long, and he has his kids ready to go. So I think they're a tough team to beat.
Other side, you got Chaska, I bet, right?
I got Chaska and Woodbury, and I'm going to go with Chaska beating them, making it to the finals. And then this is hard for me to do.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
This
You
is-
can't even go back into the school
No, I
tomorrow
know,
once
but,
this thing is published, right?
I'm going to pick Minnetonka to actually
Yeah.
make it to the finals against Chaska-Chanhassen.
Thank God you did that.
I think Tonka is going to be really good. When I watch them play, I sometimes regret not coaching. So I'm like,
Really?
I should have coached those guys. That'd have been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
but they're in great hands. They'll be just fine. And then in the final here, this is hard to pick, but I think Chaska-Chan is going to surprise people this year. I just think they're just going to be.
Now, I've never called you out for favoritism before. I've never. I've called you out for
It's
a lot
hard
of
for
stuff.
me to be a favorite because I have
But
kids on all these
I was
teams.
looking through my rosters here, and I see one of the assistant coaches at Chaska-Chan. Do you want to? I feel like I'm in a trial right now.
Well,
Hey,
You'd
Mr.
be a
Brink.
terrible lawyer.
Mr.
You'd be
Brink.
a horrible lawyer.
He's on the podium right now, right? Mr. Brink, can you read me the 4 coaches, the coaches' names on there?
I'll tell you, Nick Matson.
Nick Matson, where does he employed? I'm just
He
curious.
is lead coach at Breakaway Academy.
Okay, all right, keep
former
going.
University of North Dakota hockey player. I mean, he's pretty good.
Next one. Can you read the list for me, please?
The next one says Joe Brink.
Joe Brink. Joe Brink. Oh, wow. Have you heard of him before?
I've heard. I feel like I pay his bills.
And not only was he was on the bench with you last year, the last 2 years. So
Yeah.
I'm sensing some favoritism.
Well,
here.
here's why I went with that. Joe knows something about getting to tournament finals and state title finals and winning. So I got to go with the data. He knows how to win.
love it.
He knows how to talk to the kids, and so I think he'll help Chaskatchan. I'm predicting they're going to win, but all I can predict is what I do feel confident of is they will play very well.
I got a Joe Brink story. I'm not sure if I shared this on the air before, but it was like year 2 breakaway, and I'm out there, and you guys are doing like a 3-on-3 thing, and it's, like everybody's there, right? All these top players are there, right? I mean, and, Bobby and, all those guys are there. And then there's this little kid with his Chaskatchan stickers on. And he's just a little mite out there, just swiping at their sticks, just grinding after it. The biggest smile on his face, is the happiest kid on the rink. He wasn't quite there skill-wise because he was younger. Yep. And I'm like, and I lean over, I nudged Snuggie, and I go, who's that kid? He's just so happy out there. He's so fun out there. He goes, oh, that's Joe Brink, Bobby's little brother. And I'm like, oh my God, he's my new favorite player. Yeah. So there's my Joe Brink. Yep. My first brush with Joe Brink.
He loves going to the rink, and so now he's, the playing ends, and it ended for him at 18 years old. So now he's into coaching, and he's doing a great job.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing him. It'll be refreshing to see him without his sidekick there. So
yes, well, and I feel confident that he can do just fine without.
He can handle himself.
Yes.
He can handle himself. Well, we've had a couple nice breakaway references here. Now it's our turn to kind of grill you on the breakaway. So I asked you one question before we went on air, and I thought you might have mentioned this to me once before, but when I'm over at the school, I see them getting off the bus with their bags. They just skated for an hour. They come in, and they're in the loudest lunchroom in the world with the loudest bell in the world, by the way. These are not knocks. It's just, I was like, wow, it is from here.
Those are knocks.
Yeah. Here, compared to this office, and you go over there, like, oh my gosh, there's just so many kids here. It's fantastic. Yeah. It's a good loud, not a bad loud. And then the bell is the loudest bell in the world. Where did you get that thing?
That's a scoreboard. It's a buzzer.
It's unbelievable, right? And
15 minutes to eat lunch,
and they're eating. And then you go to the turf, and they're out there just running around, playing football, just all kinds of crazy stuff. Is there a science with you guys as far as how much activity the kids have? Because it feels like there's way more physical activity at your school than there are at your traditional public school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we designed our school, that was, first of all, we wanted to make school fun. And part of fun for kids that are athletic is you get to play sports during the day. And we wanted kids that were passionate about hockey to get an opportunity to go out and play hockey and enjoy hockey. It's a sport. You're supposed to play it. And but, it's more fun the better you get. You have more success. It's just like playing golf. It's no fun if you can't hit the ball and you can't make a putt.
We'll play.
Yeah, so that's how hockey is. The better you get at it, the more fun it becomes. And then we love multi-sports, and we just believe every kid should be a multi-sport athlete. And not forcing it on them, but it's you want to be active, and you want to be healthy, and you want to be moving. And so we play an hour of sports every day at our school on top of that, and on top of the skating. And we play we play pickleball matches and spike ball games and handball games and dodgeball. And it's fun because you're just letting kids be active and be athletic and be competitive and learn to be good sports, which if you're going to be a hockey player, you better be awfully competitive, and you better learn to win the right way, and you better learn to lose the right way because you're going to do a lot of it in your life. So I'm glad you saw that activity because that's exactly what we want. And then what we know is those kids that are competitive, they take that competitiveness into the classroom, and they're trying to win the math contest. They're trying to win the spelling bee. They're trying to win the geography challenge. Those are the kind of kids that we love to work with, are these athletic, competitive, happy, fun kids.
I'm going to be, I got my breakaway hoodie now. I'm legit. I'm going to be spending a day in the life of a breakaway student in November. Can you tell me some of the things that I'm going to face?
Yeah.
Well, I saw the kids coming off with their bags, and then I saw I can handle the classroom stuff, and I can handle that bell. But can I handle the turf? Can I handle everything else? Can I handle the academics?
We will find out, but I'm a little concerned about how you're going to do. I think you better be ready for some ridicule and
ridicule.
Yeah,
do you allow that at the school? We're ridiculing some of the fellow students.
We like some good natural ribbing, just like
constructive ridicule.
Yeah, just happy ridiculing, where we don't hurt your feelings too much. But we'll see how you do in a classroom.
I see Dave Snuggerud.
You'll see Dave there. We'll put you in high math.
Okay,
because you
I'm
told
good
me you're
at
a good math student, so we'll make sure you're in an accelerated math class. We'll test your knowledge of language arts. We'll make you write an essay and see if you
down with that.
Have an introduction and a topic sentence and supporting detail and punctuate correctly.
When my kids were in school just recently, it was the hamburger. They had the bread, the meat, and the other bread.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? I never had. I was not taught this way.
Yeah. And then the part that I'll be most interested in seeing is you participating in the performance training. Where you got to go out on the turf and do the speed workouts and do the strength training and do the mobility and then play sports.
So there's hockey, the recess thing that I saw, all the spike ball and kickball and football, and then there's another one.
Yep. So
I have 3 activities.
Well, after
I saw the 2 and was like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. So you're gonna skate for 75 minutes.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
There's no laying on the ice, and there's no getting on the ice late, and there's no taking extended water breaks and sitting down forever.
No getting on the ice late, Tony. No getting on the ice.
You have to have tape on your stick. Don't walk out there with
last one on, first one off. That's always been my theory.
Well,
right?
Yeah, we'll work on that. And we realize what we have to work with here, so we're not looking for a miracle.
Right, right.
We just want you to survive the day and be able to talk about it.
Just don't let him die.
No, I'll be all right.
That's the bar.
I'm all right. I think I'll be fine. I'm excited.
Hey, the kids will love having you there, and you're gonna get to experience a full day. And so you have to eat healthy because we teach you how to, recover because we need you to have good energy in the evening. So when you come back to your real job, you have to eat healthy. There's no pop or candy or anything that's high in sugar or caffeine. So
no Jersey Mike's.
No. You're gonna be held to the same standard of the other kids.
All right, I like it. Where's my phone?
Your phone will be turned in at the start of the day so that'll be really interesting to see how long you survive without your phone. And if you have an Apple Watch, you have to take it off and turn it in. So
how about a Fitbit?
Fitbit gets turned in.
Really?
Yep. There is no screens or media throughout the day. You are strictly there to stay present.
Fitbit, I'm trying to track my steps.
We need more people to stay in the present moment, and so that's what we're asking you to do.
All right, I'm down with that. This has actually been a good little adjunct assignment.
And then we'll give you a recap of how you did in.
Am I going to get a report card?
You'll get a report at the end of it. Any student that shadows, we give them a report at the end about how they participated. So,
I wish my parents were alive. They would really, really have dug this. They would have thought it was funny. That was really good. I don't think we have to talk anymore about Breakaway Academy. We've pretty much broken it all down now. And we've got a lot of kids. We even got coaches. We got everything. And everyone's got shout-outs. How many shout-outs today? For Breakaway today, we even got Lindsay Lundeen in there, right?
I think people will be on the edge of their seat just hearing about how your day went.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to be there.
That'll be the good follow-up. Is like how you actually did, and then if there's video footage.
Well, I have a videographer who's going to follow the whole day.
We'll get a good dodgeball game going or kickball and
make him do a push-up.
That's what I can do. I can do that, and I can do math. After that, I'm in big trouble.
I don't question his strength. What I question is mobility and speed at this point.
Endurance. Endurance.
Endurance.
I'm good.
I question if you're going to be able to stay off your phone.
The phone thing is going to be
That's not
tough.
a choice. It gets turned in. He will have no access to his phone.
I got to take this.
It's going to be put away. Mrs. Stramel or Mrs. Nutter.
Thomas, Mrs. Nutter.
They're going to be all over that thing.
Yeah, you will not have access to it.
Hi, this is Tony.
Hey.
And then one hand goes in the pocket, and then he leaves the room, and 45 minutes later, he comes back in.
The imitation segment, that's for later on in the season. Andy has the world record on nailing it down to a T, so it was fun.
We've also kept Andy for 15 minutes.
I know, we went 15 minutes
over.
So
probably dismissal has just ended. And
dismissal's
I'll go back
over.
For my meeting.
Your meeting.
Or do you just want to hang out for the rest of the day?
No, I want to go back to my meeting.
I'd want to get away from us too.
Well, thank you, Andy, for being here. And
thanks for
part
having
of
me, guys. It was
the
fun.
big pumpkin preview. Appreciate it.
Good luck from the pumpkin. It's
Thank
a great
you.
tournament. Everyone looks forward to it, so it'll be a fun start to the Pee Wee season.
Well, that was really cool having Andy Brink in from Breakaway Academy, he knows these PWAA teams better than anybody else. And
Well, better than both of us combined.
I like that he took a couple of shots at you about your shadow day and how you're going to have to skate, and then you're going to have to play dodgeball. And then
I don't mind the skating. I don't mind the dodgeball. I don't mind the physical.
No, but you have to skate like
I have to do
hard.
all three of them in one day.
Like you have to skate hard, though. You can't just skate like you ref.
What do you mean ref skate?
Yeah, but you stand straight up when you're reffing. You have to like bend your knees.
You have to bend your knees. You think those pucks just pick up by themselves?
When you're out there, yeah.
No,
or somebody else
I have
picks
to
them
lean
up.
down and pick them up, and then skate it all the way down.
Oh no, he has to
icing.
lean down.
It's
They
hard.
want you to lean down.
It's hard. I'm getting there though. My skating is getting to the point where I can kind of skate by and pick up the puck now. And Peter has passed away. R.I.P. Peter.
Oh my gosh.
You okay?
If I ever figure out what is living inside my body, I will donate.
Hopefully you didn't get it in Scotland.
Donate my body to science. No, I think I got it at the 300-person wedding that we went to last weekend, which culminated in an asthma attack
I like that.
and me sleeping in the car when it was
What city were you in?
Jamestown.
Well, there's your first mistake.
You're telling me, you're preaching to the choir here. All right, Lil Pumpkin, which
Lil
I
Pumpkin.
think
Lil
is
Pumpkin.
which I think is the cutest thing in the whole wide world. But I'm sure the PWA studs that are hearing this don't want it to be referred to as the Lil Pumpkin, but it's the Lil Pumpkin.
We call it Lil Pumpkin because Big Pumpkin was started at Bloomington Ice Garden. B-I-G. It's always been Big Pumpkin with all caps, right?
Is that really why it was called the Big Pumpkin?
Yeah, because it was
BIG?
first year ever was at Bloomington Ice Garden, so we call it the Big Pumpkin.
Okay.
And the pumpkin, the trophy's a Big Pumpkin. So fast forward 12 years from that one, we had all these teams wanting to come in, and I think we started the concept of AA teams or single A teams with a AA in front of them at the Blue Ox. And so why don't we do the same thing for the Little Pumpkin, and the rest is history.
Little Pumpkin.
This is fourth year of Little Pumpkin.
This is the fourth
Woodbury,
year.
Woodbury, and OMG.
Oh my gosh.
Woodbury won it the first 2 years.
Wow. Well, we've got a decent field this year. It looks like we've got 10 total teams in Pool A.
Yep, all teams with a AA in front of them.
Yep. Chaskatchan, Rochester, Wayzata, Andover, and Stillwater.
I've seen
Are
two
your
of these
teams.
teams.
Have you?
Yes. I've seen two of these teams.
Which ones?
I reffed Rochester on Saturday night. They came up from the Mayo Clinic area and knocked off Lakefield North. It was like a 3-1, 4-1 type game. I thought Rochester was really big, really well coached, and I think they got a shot at getting into the Final Four. I really do.
You're saying Lakeville North single A team, though. They didn't beat the
it was
double
single A
A.
versus single A, yeah.
I was going to say, whoa, you neglected to mention that.
Nope,
During
it was
the double
A versus
portion
A. It
here.
was a good game.
Yeah, out of is that going to be your pick to win Pool A?
I'm going to think they'll be the 2 seed. I think they're going to be the 2 seed.
They'll be the 2 seed. Okay. Out of Pool A, I like Wayzata. I like Wayzata a lot. Couple of months
As a 1 seed or a 2 seed?
As a 1 seed.
Wow.
As a 1 seed.
What makes you like these teams so much?
A couple of names that I actually recognize. Couple of Motzkos, and then Declan Cooney, who was real good for I believe the squirt team last year.
Yeah.
And then a couple of Schindels.
I think that's like a Lakers team. They're on the Lakers, aren't they? Schindel, maybe?
I don't know. I just recognize the names.
Yeah. Oh, and then you have Chaska as your second team then? Out of
Pool A? Yes.
I'm sure they got a loaded lineup. They were in the finals last year and lost in a shootout to Aussie Maple Grove.
But a lot of those kids bumped up to the double A team.
Oh, yeah,
this
big
year.
time.
There's still some nice players on the single A team. Jack Bloomfield's on this team. Owen Maruk, Nate Lazowski, Patty Meacham.
Yep, I saw these guys play on Sunday. They played the game following a 2-game referee stint of mine. So I reffed a lot last weekend and got to see a lot of different levels, which I love. I'll tell you what, Bantam B2 is the hardest level you will referee.
Really?
Yeah, because they're not happy they're playing B2. So they're all a little bit snarly, right? And now they're all learning how to check, right? It's a lot of these kids, it's first year Bantam for them. So it's like unhappy learning to check is a bad, and early in the year, bad combo. A lot of legs sticking out. They're sticking their legs out to check somebody. I'm like, that could be kneeing if you connected on the other guy's knee. That's a gamer.
I was going to say it's a game misconduct now.
Oh, yeah. That's an automatic bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So Bantam B2 is hard to referee. Give me that PBA game. PBA games the night before, that was child's play.
Child's play. Out of Pool B, I like Woodbury as the number 1 seed here. A lot of familiar faces on this team. Easton Dornbach, Ilya Sikic, Marta Tikhnenko's on this team, and then the goaltender Kyler Helmberger, who's popped up in a few different places. Easton Helgeson, former Gobbler MVP, is also on this team.
Yes. So I like Woodbury and OMG. Do I have to pick a 1 and a 2?
Yes.
I'm going to go Woodbury. They're going to come out a little nasty. Okay. And I think OMG might come in a little bit overconfident after winning last year and starting the tournament off 3-0, season off 3-0. I'm going to go Woodbury as the 1. I got to write this down now. 1 and OMG the 2. I got Roch the 2 and CC the 1. So it'll be Chaskatchan versus OMG in the semis. That's a repeat of last year's title game. And then you got Rochester, the home team, taking on Woodbury. I'm going to go Woodbury against Osseo Maple Grove for the championship.
I've got Woodbury playing Wyzetta for the championship.
Okay, and you picking Woodbury?
Yep.
Are we going to gooch them right now?
Go for it.
I'm taking Woodbury to win the championship.
All right.
They're going to get their third Lil Pumpkin in 4 years.
Wow. 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Ain't bad at all. This show wasn't bad. Thank you to our sponsors. General Sports, Breakaway Academy, and APX Hockey. We'll see you in Rochester.
You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. Cause it get cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.